Hey guys, welcome back to Believe Butterflies Tarot. This message here is from my fire sign collective. Just going to check in on your energy to see what it is that I could find and to see if I can help you guys out with anything that is going on, okay? So for starters here, we have Fleeting Moments, Perpetual Bloom. We also have Immersive Insight. So with this first card with Fleeting Moments here, I feel like you guys could be triggered, all right, coming up in your life because of certain childhood traumas and conflicts and memories that are just resurfacing for you that just have not been great through your overall childhood, which is kind of pouring into your adulthood. I feel like you guys may not have had the most stable parents or parent. I feel like you guys may have had to grow up really fast where you dealt with a lot of responsibility. I also feel like birthdays sometimes can be very sweet and sour at times. Because with this little baby girl on the card here, it's like she's lighting her own candle for herself. And I feel that Spirit is kind of saying you've been strong for a very long time, but now is the time to kind of release a lot of those conflicting memories that you could be holding on to. It's time for you to release yourself from, those burdens of the sadness of your past, the sadness of, your childhood, and truly just allow yourself to step into the present day. Spirit wants you to truly be happy, truly be happy, and to also remind you that life's short and brief, but it's bright. And in this transient moment or change and transformation that I feel you will be going through, you will recognize that certain things that have happened weren't your fault. Certain things where you felt as if you were born into a family where they didn't nurture you or love you, it's not your fault, okay? You were just born into those things. But as an adult, it's time for you to grow and push away from a lot of those memories that resurface that kind of make you depressed or that kind of try to stagnate you, and just remind yourself how strong you have been and how beautiful life can be once you decide to let go. So with Perpetual Bloom, again, it says, even in decay, the seeds of new life are sown. So again, it's just release, 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 so you can move towards your present with a happier mindset, with a happier mental, and not dwelling on, again, what has already occurred. I feel like birthdays sometimes are very sweet and sour for you. Because maybe you have spent a lot of birthdays alone, even as a child. As you can see on this card here, she's lighting her own candle, which tells me that you guys have been very responsible from an early age. You have been taking care of yourself from an early age. You have been very independent, with life since you were a child. And sometimes that can trigger you in adulthood because it's very tiresome, it's very burdensome. Because it's just like, man, I'm never going to get love, or I'm never going to get help. And Spirit doesn't want you to be in that mindset. Again, because even in decay, which I would say the past, and now in your present, seeds of new life are sown. Recognize the cycle within every ending. Allow the past to end. Allow those memories to subside, or again, make peace with them and forgive them. All right, because you growing up as a child, it's not your fault that you were born into this world with unstable individuals, but as an adult, you're able to stabilize yourself and your mind and your heart and your spirit, because you have responsibility over your life presently right now. So with Immersive Insight, I feel like, again, there could be a lot of triggers that are happening for you presently right now, but Immersive Insight, I feel like you're going to immerse yourself into clearing out what needs to be cleared out, clearing out what isn't working for you, clearing out those certain memories, because again, as an adult, you understand why things have happened the way that they have happened. And in the water's embrace, profound insights are found. And water is all about cleansing, clearing, renewal, forgiveness, understanding. All right. And also expressing understanding. So you could eventually get to a point where you express that you forgive, whoever didn't make you feel loved as a child, which could be your parents or your family, or a certain family dynamic. But submerge yourself fully and accept what has already happened for you, because as an adult moving forward, you know that you can speak up for yourself now. You can say what's on your mind. You don't have to listen to anybody but your intuition and your heart. You don't have to feel the way that you have once felt as a child, because you're able to fight for yourself more so now than ever, you know. But try to release certain memories of the past, okay? Especially if you have been triggered in some way. And I feel like certain triggers could happen around a birthday or many birthdays where maybe you didn't receive gifts, or maybe you just didn't feel the joy and the happiness that you should have felt as a child. You should have been happy. And yeah, maybe you weren't a happy child, but you can make it so you're happier in this present, and you can fight for being a happier adult, you know, in your life right now. Just let go of what you need to let go and stay open. You know, Spirit is saying stay open, okay? Fleeting moments. We're only here for a moment. It's no point of dragging out your adulthood with being bound to, you know, childhood traumas. It's no point. Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysteries and currents moving forward, and see what else happens next, all right? Because there is a lot of good things that are coming toward you, all right? Even though there has been past hurts and things like that of the way past, like the way back past, all right? And don't allow yourself to be controlled by it. You know, don't allow yourself to be subservient to what has happened to you in your life. Don't allow people to push your buttons. Don't get triggered so easily. Heal yourself the way that you need to heal yourself. Don't allow anybody to tell you that, you know, because I feel like if this is like family, parents, you know, things that you like, the nurture that you may have like wanted to scream at somebody like, you didn't nurture me, you didn't do that. Don't allow them to get you out of control. Again, forgive and move forward, okay? Because obviously as a child you were dealing with energies that weren't stable. You were dealing with energies that were very narrow-minded, energies that were still trying to figure out their own struggles and exhaustion and mental problems, okay? Their own mental problems. But you moving forward, you're in control of everything about yourself moving forward. They are not in control of you anymore. And don't allow those memories to control you anymore either. All right, journalist. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is telling you to be an advocate. Use the tools that you have learned so far in your life to advocate for yourself and also for others that have gone through, you know, certain conflicting situations in their childhood, or who has gone through, you know, drama of not feeling loved and not feeling nurtured. All right, it's time for you to really put what you have gone through out into the forefront of the world, because it informs other people. It educates other people. Okay, we're only human at the end of the day. And again, it's not your fault if you were a child. You know, of course we were children. But it's not your fault that you had to go through that as a child. Okay, so it's like, use your power, use your gifts that you have right now as an adult, and voice what you have gone through to help somebody else if you can. All right, if you choose to. If you're in that energy of just, again, forgiveness, stay open. All right, because you guys are protected here. And I also feel like Spirit wants you to, if you have gone through birthdays without feeling loved, I feel like they want you to celebrate yourself every single day after that type of feeling. Celebrate yourself every single day. Okay? So, what else does Spirit want you to know? Alright. Don't be afraid to feel. Okay? Feelings appear to resonate with you. I feel like Spirit wants you to really just dive deep into your feelings, to release any feelings that made you feel hopeless or oppressed or depressed. Feel everything and make peace with it and move on. Don't be afraid to feel. All right, because I do feel like some of your past, like in your childhood, is hardened you or made you cold in your adulthood, but you don't have to be that way. That's just conditioning that needs to be washed away. Okay? Because if you didn't receive the love, you don't know how to give it. Or if you didn't receive that warmth, you don't necessarily know how to give it. And it's like, no, work on yourself, because you're an adult now. You can give it if you want to. It just takes time and practice and studying yourself and diving deep within yourself. All right? Be free of control. Don't control yourself or your life. Make daily choices guided by your higher self, because you're able to obtain that. You're able to do that. All right? So pause and observe, but take some time, but release, 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 okay? So that is all I have for you, my fire signs. And again, I hope this helped you guys out in some way. Have a good one, guys.